Flashpoint Beyond issue 1, which is weird because in my head it's issue 2. They call the first issue 0. Like this is the prequel to the actual sequel to Flashpoint, and so this is where the main story starts. But it's like, what? Just call this issue 2. It makes no sense. The issue 0 stuff makes no sense. Just do the 48-page opening. It's like watching a TV show that had like the 2-hour pilot, and then the rest of it is like 45 minutes long. That's basically what it is. Anyway, enough of me rambling about like it's technically issue 2, not issue 0. It makes no sense. This issue of the mystery of things of okay, so someone killed Barry Allen, the Flashpoint version of Barry Allen, who hasn't become the Flash. He gets electrocuted and burnt by a very D-list Aquaman villain that I have never heard of, first time ever reading, and it seems like Aquaman has sent to kill this version of Barry Allen. And Thomas is like, okay, why is that the case? Why does Aquaman want to kill, we hired this assassin to kill Barry Allen, who's just an unknown person? Does he know who Barry Allen is? Does he know this or that? So it's having steps onto the mystery. And what you have here is more questions and answers as you want, because when it comes to detective stories, when it comes to Batman, mostly it's when Batman's Bruce, but in this case it's when Batman's Thomas. You want to put the pieces together as Batman is, as this case Thomas is, and you're like, well, okay, so if this is happening and that's happened, but that's not true, but who is doing A and B and C? So you're trying to piece it all together, and it's just a bowl. And it's actually interesting to see a Flashpoint post the story, and it's interesting to see that version. I've seen a sequel to Flashpoint of what would happen if, what would the events be like after the core events happening? What would the events be like? And what it is Wonder Woman is sentences to death. Aquaman is just sitting on his throne, just waiting Diana to drown. But I have to address this. If you are the guards and you're looking at this prisoner, and the prisoner's like, I can't hear you, please come closer, in a very undrowned, I'm dehydrated even though I'm around with a bunch of water, I'm hungry, I'm full of starvation, and blah 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 blah. Maybe don't come closer, because 9 times out of 10, and definitely when it's an Amazon warrior who's very heavy on the Amazon warrior part in all caps, to bite your fucking tongue off. They're going to try to bite something out of you with their teeth to be like, haha, fuck you. I mean, note to self, that's more likely going to happen. I'll be like, if I was God and like the fellow soldiers, I'm like, don't do it, man. Don't do it. Don't do it. No. Oh, fuck, you're swinging at me because she bite your ear. Oh, fuck. I mean, I told you not to come close. I told you. It's not my blindfold that you don't fucking listen. Oh, and now you want to kill her. Oh, no. Okay, Batman has just killed me with his guns. I mean, yeah, it's just... Watch it. Yeah, it's just that moment you go... You know what's going to happen. And you're like, are you dumb? Are you an idiot? What's the situation going on here? But it's a well done issue. I like the Penguin in this, who's basically Alfred in the Flashpoint universe. And last issue, in issue 0, so weird to call it, issue 0, Harvey Dent is a judge. He dies, he gets assassinated. But the kid, his son, Dexter, is alive. And Thomas has bring Dexter under his wing. My guess, two things I'm thinking is going to happen. One is they're doing their version of a Batman Robin type situation, or a sense of Thomas gets to be the father that he never got to be with Bruce. Like it's like his second chance of being a dad. That I think they might be going that route. But there's a part where like Thomas is like, Oswald, Penguin, you just do your thing. I'm gonna do Batman stuff. And he's like, what am I gonna do with this kid? Like he calls him a little bastard. Like what am I gonna do with this kid? You know what, kid? You want to use a gun? Yeah, I want to learn how to use a gun. Okay, get the handgun. And you're like, oh dear. Is this a bad? Yes, it's a bad idea, Oswald. But the funny thing about that moment is that it kind of still reminds you, like, yeah, it's a good version. It's a good guy version of Penguin, but it's still Penguin. Like there's still those quirks that makes you remind, oh yeah, it's still Ultimate Combat. It's just you just smile and you just laugh. And I'm like, yeah, it's a bad idea, but again, it's American comics, and we all know how we need our guns, and our guns are guns are guns. But you got those funny moments. You got those funny with also trying to teach things like Jesus. But I'm liking the story so far. It is written by 3 people. One is Jeff Johns. There's another guy that and these other 2 guys I'm blanking on their names. One is very heavy on like the DC anime stuff. Done like done the Reign of Superman. Done Justice Society World War II. Done the Long Halloween anime adaptation, and done Superman Man Tomorrow. And a good track record, by the way, a very good track record. Really dug the adaptation of Long Halloween, both parts of it, really well put together. But yeah, it doesn't feel like it's written by 3 other people. 3 different writers. It feels fluent. It feels like they're all on the same page and what's going on and how it flows from one end to the other. It just really works well, and it's so far